Quetta Gladiators have hit form at just the right time in HBL Pakistan Super League Season 10.
This is fabulous batting. Riley Rousseau. Another sensational exhibition of batting.
With a top 2 place guaranteed, they'll be looking to pick up where they left off. Tonight, they face the Multan Sultans. Last year's beaten finalists have had a season to forget.
This is the biggest defeat ever in HBL PSL history in terms of balls remaining.
Can they finish their season in style and put a smile on the faces of their fans? Yeah, lots to play for, whichever way you look at it, for Quetta Gladiators taking on the Multan Sultans here at Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium. It's match number 28, our first of Super Sunday doubleheader. Hello and welcome to the pitchside studio. Absolutely sweltering conditions here at Rawalpindi today, and how apt considering the race to the playoffs is hotting up nicely here at HBL PSL 10. Some 41 degrees here at the moment to contest with. I'm pretty glad that I'm here in the pitchside studio and not out there on the field at the moment, but I am spoilt for choice in the studio with a couple of top order batters alongside me. Hello to Alistair Cook again, and Martin Guptill, fresh off the plane from Kiwiland. How you going, mate?
Yeah, going all right at the moment. Just ask me later on tonight how I'm going then.
Pretty hot and awful conditions, it has to be said, out here. Alistair Cook, it's your first day game here at HBL PSL, your first look at the Multan Sultans. What are you looking forward to in today's day game?
Well, I think it's going to put the myth that I don't sweat to bed, because I am now sweating, and hopefully the patches don't come up. Look, obviously Multan have had a very poor season for their standards, for anyone's standards, so it's almost a reset today. A bit of a free shot for a few players who come in for their first game, and in the franchise world, it's all about getting another gig. You know, Multan are a good side who've just played poorly in this competition. Doesn't mean they're going to play poorly next year, but there's an opportunity now for players dead in this competition. A good performance now might guarantee a franchise this year or come back next year for Multan.
I couldn't agree more there. And Guffey, you've got pride to play for if you're a Multan Sultan. You've got momentum to play for if you're a Quetta Gladiator. How do you see this one playing out?
Yeah, I guess Multan are in that sort of space where it doesn't matter. Like, they've got no fear. You know, they can't make the finals. All they can do is play for personal pride, play for, you know, as Cookie said, you know, play for maybe a place in the team next year, and that makes them a dangerous side. They're in this funny sort of spot, and Quetta got to watch out. They want to keep this momentum going that they've had, because they've been playing some brilliant cricket. They want to keep that going into the finals, because they've got a big one coming up in a few days' time. Yeah, we said it last night. This tournament's now 7 days, but it was 8 days yesterday, and a lot happens in franchise tournament in a short space of time. They need to win, but they like to win to get that momentum started again.
They absolutely would. They are sitting pretty at the top of the table, assured a top 2 position. Remains to be seen who will join them there, but Multan Sultans all the way down at the end there in 6th. They absolutely want to get a few more points on the board and, you know, try and recover after what's been a really difficult season. One of the most successful franchises in the league for the last 4 seasons at least. We'll take a little look as well at how things are working out. The road to the finals. Well, if you are a first or second place finisher, Quetta Gladiators, we know, will play in that first qualifier. Win that, you go straight through to the big dance, the final. But lose that, you get the opportunity to play whoever wins that first eliminator when 3 play 4 on May 22nd. So very important for Quetta to hit out and make sure they're back in form after a 10-day break. But also very important to see who also finishes in the top 2. You get those 2 bites of the cherry. Oh, so important. A few changes to both sides, no doubt, today. We've seen a bit of movement in the squads too. Guppy, if you're Quetta Gladiators, are you giving everyone more of a rest, or are you going, no, we need to start playing now and figuring out our combination moving forward to the final?
Well, I think they've figured out their main combination, especially with the local players, and it's just a matter of who's coming back for them in terms of the overseas players, because, you know, they're pretty pivotal in what they're doing. I mean, you look at what Riley Rousseau's done. I mean, there was a fantastic 100 out here last time.
Stellar.
You know, he really took it to them. Finn Allen's been really explosive at the top of the order for them, so they'll want those guys to slot right back in when they get back and make sure that they're flowing once they get to that first final.
Yeah, I'm surprised Phil Allen's not here. I don't quite know why he's not, because actually, you know, you have 10 days off. You know, it's almost the modern player. Oh, I don't need to play. I'll just come in fresh. But I know I'm a little bit old school. Time in the middle, time out there in the conditions can only help. So I'm surprised, because he's been so key getting them off to a great start, striking at almost 190. We talk about how explosive T20 cricket is. When you're getting someone who's getting you off to that good start, it allows others just to settle in a bit. So I'm a little bit surprised he's not here.
I'll tell you what, Finn Allen, what are you thinking? Because this is an absolute batter's paradise out here today. They scored their highest ever total in HBL PSL history, 263 runs on this the last time they came out, Guppy. I mean,
and let's not
is there
forget,
100 left begging? Because it felt like he should have gotten going on that wicket last time out.
I was just going to say, let's not forget, he ran himself out in that game as well. So he missed, he missed the boat himself. No doubt he would have wanted to come out here and play again. But, I mean, such is life. He's not here for this game. So, you know, they got to get somebody else to open the batting in his place. And I'm not sure if Riley's here or not yet. And, you know, he'd want to have another go on this, I'm sure. But, you know, they just want to go out there and play the cricket they've been playing, you know, play with that freedom they've got and just keep that momentum going.
Yeah, it's the pitch, isn't it? We saw it last night. It's a, you know, I said it did a little bit for the bowlers, and Wacker looked at me with disgust, saying one ball beat the bat. But you know, you don't get these opportunities too often to play on an absolute road. You know, the shots yesterday we saw, the ball's coming on beautifully. The outfield is absolutely rapid. So, you know, there's an opportunity for hundreds and time in the middle.
I'll throw the pads on.
All right, gentlemen, I'm just going to jump in there because it does sound like the toss is finally ready out there in the middle. Let's say hello to our two captains alongside our own Sekundewacht.
Welcome to the exchange on coin toss, and we are here for this game which is between Quetta Gladiators and Multan Sultans. What's in store for us? We'll speak to the captains who are here. To my left, Rizwan representing Multan and Saud Shakil with Quetta Gladiators. We've got our exchange on coin toss mascot Shiraz, and then Mr. Mohammad Javed Malik, our match referee. Who has the coin? Rizwan has the coin.
Heads.
Heads is the call.
And it is tail.
It's tails. ये नया तरीका आपने देखा अपने पीछे कॉइन
नजर आया कम से कम।
ये बताइए क्या करेंगे?
बैटिंग करेंगे इसके अंदर।
बैटिंग करेंगे। इस सरफेस पे पहले 250 से ऊपर रन बन चुके हैं। ऑब्वियसली नाइट गेम था, लेकिन क्या देख रहे हैं आपको इस डिसीजन के पीछे क्या खास वजह क्या है?
सिकंदर भाई बेसिकली अपनी स्ट्रेंथ देखकर ये कर रहे हैं क्योंकि हमारे पास यंगस्टर ज़्यादा है, नई यंग लॉट आई हुई है। तो एक तो वो रीज़न है, दूसरा ये कि थोड़ा सा लग रहा है कि उम्मीद है कि गर्मी है, तो शायद अगर जिस तरह लग रहा है कि ये इस तरह रह गया तो बेहतर हो जाएगा इंशाल्लाह बाद में वैसे।
कितना स्कोर आपकी नज़र में है कि मतलब फाइटिंग टोटल बन सकता है यहाँ पर?
सिकंदर भाई कोई स्पेसिफिक रन जहन में नहीं रखे हुए क्योंकि पिच थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट नज़र आता है। अक्सर पिंडी में ये होता है कि समटाइम 200 प्लस हो जाता है, अचानक 60 पे आ जाता है मैच, तो इसलिए थोड़ा सा पिच डिफरेंट लग रहा है ये, और उम्मीद करेंगे कि अच्छा बैटिंग करेंगे, अच्छा टोटल लगा है बोर्ड पे इंशाल्लाह।
एज कप्तान क्या बातचीत रही है टीम से? क्योंकि सीजन ऐसा गया नहीं, इस मैच की क्या वैल्यू है मुल्तान सुल्तान के लिए?
सिकंदर भाई देखिए वैल्यू तो ये है कि लाइफ में हम मैच खेलते ही रहते हैं, कि कोई भी मैच हो तो हमारे लिए मोहब्बत से खेलते रहते हैं क्योंकि हम क्लब में भी तो जाके खेलते हैं, तो इससे बड़ी अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं हो सकती। जैसे हमारे पास यंगस्टर आए हुए हैं तो उनसे यही बात हो रही थी कि मेरे ख्याल से मैं अपनी जो लाइफ में सबसे बेस्ट अपॉर्चुनिटी देख रहा हूँ वो यही देख रहा हूँ कि अचानक ग्रेड 2 से प्लेयर आके ना PSL का मैच खेल रहे हो, तो ये बेस्ट अपॉर्चुनिटी हमारे लड़कों के लिए भी है। और दूसरी बात ये है कि अपना भी एक इज्जत है, नाम है, प्राउड है, मुल्तान का भी है, तो जिस चीज़ के लिए हमारे पैसे दिए जा रहे हैं ईमानदारी से वो पूरा किया जाए, बाकी रिजल्ट अल्लाह के हाथ में।
आपने कहा अपनी स्ट्रेंथ पे पहले बैटिंग का फैसला किया, तबदीलियां कितनी लाए हैं टीम में?
मेरे ख्याल से ना तो मुझसे पूछो ना मेरे ख्याल से सऊद शकील से पूछेंगे क्योंकि काफी ज्यादा है और डिफरेंट नेम्स हैं।
चलिए ठीक है, गुड लक।
थैंक यू जी, थैंक यू।
Alright, just quickly wrapping up what he said. He says batting first to our strength, looking at 200 plus, of course, because this pitch does offer that much. Too many changes. You'll probably see that on paper because they are trying out their bench and they're playing for Multan Sultan's pride. Got Saud Shakil है। Saud, वही सवाल मैं आपसे पूछूंगा कि आप टॉप कर रहे हैं टेबल को, आपके लिए एज टीम क्या है इस मैच में?
हाँ बिल्कुल, देखें हम एक इम्पॉर्टेंट गेम है, हमें थोड़ा सा टाइम भी मिल गया कि हम अपनी बेंच को भी देख सकें और जो प्लेयर्स को हम मौका नहीं दे सके PSL में उनको भी मौका दे सकें। लेकिन ओवरऑल एक मैच की इंपॉर्टेंस उतनी ही होती है, अगर हम ये मैच जीतते हैं तो हम 1 पे फिनिश करेंगे और वो मेरे ख्याल में बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है।
यूजुअली एज कप्तान बातचीत होती होगी कि इतना अच्छा खेल रही है टीम, अब जो मैटर करते हैं मैचेस वहाँ पे कहीं कोई चीज़ जो है वो अनदेखी ना रह जाए।
बिल्कुल, देखें हम जब भी आप नॉकआउट्स गेम में जाते हैं आप कोशिश करते हैं आप उस दिन बेस्ट क्रिकेट खेलें ताकि आप जीत सकें। वो गेम अभी थोड़ा सा 2-3 दिन बाद है तो उसके मुताबिक उसकी प्लानिंग करेंगे, अभी सारा ध्यान इस मैच पे।
आप क्या देख रहे हैं सरफेस में? ऑफ कोर्स मुल्तान ने पहले बैटिंग का फैसला किया, क्या चेजेबल है?
मुझे ऐसा लगता है थोड़ा सा पिच ड्राई साइड पे है, जितनी ज़्यादा गर्मी भी है तो मुझे लगता है कि ये 160-170 हमें पकड़ना चाहिए इनको।
आपके भी चेंजेस काफ़ी ज़्यादा हैं?
हाँ बिल्कुल, काफ़ी चेंजेस हैं तो पेपर पे ही देखेगा।
चलिए कोई बात नहीं, गुड लक टू यू।
Thanks.
All right, so Saud feels that this is an important game for them in terms of trying out their bench and also that they want to make sure that they have got their best 11 available when it comes to the knockout stage. He feels 160, 170 is a score that they'd like to chase out here. Otherwise, they probably would have batted first as well.
Well, the Multan bowlers breathe a sigh of release. They've won the toss, elected to bat first. Alistair, playing 11 ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. In this heat, you want to be in this inside, but obviously Rizwan's been superb with the bat, but not much else support. And I'm looking forward to seeing Peter Hattiglu have a go. We talked about people who got opportunities, got one opportunity to impress, and obviously Dilshan Matsashanka's coming in as well, fast bowler, left-arm fast bowler. Just opportunities, isn't it? They haven't found their formation. They've changed the side every single time, almost 20 different combinations. This is a one-off game. Can someone put their hand up?
Few changes for Quetta as well. 5 in fact. Muhammad Amir, Mark Chapman, Kushal Mendes, Finn Allen, Riley Russo all out. Vishka Fernando, Khawaja Nafay, Dinesh Chandimal, Danish Aziz, Usman Tariq all in, and they'll just want to be looking for that, keep that rhythm going for this game today, leading to that first final in a few days' time. I mean, they've been playing some great cricket and they'll want to keep that going.
Yeah, lots to play for both sides today, as we keep alluding to. But in terms of the history of the contest with these two sides, let's take a little look at the head-to-head. Well, Multan Sultans have been so incredibly successful in this HBL PSL, so they do lead in terms of 9-5 Quetta Gladiators. But in the last 8 matches, Multan Sultans, they've won 7 to only Quetta Gladiators 1. Yeah, they've been pretty dominant, haven't they, in the last few years? And having been a part of a couple of those losses for Quetta, it was no doubt. I mean, they had such a good team. They had the combination they wanted. Everything was working well for them. Mohammad Rizwan was scoring a lot of runs. He had guys contributing around him, other guys scoring runs, and it was just a good team. Yeah, that was our head-to-head. Time for a short breather and an umbrella here at the Pitchside studio, but do stick with us. We have our pitch report and plenty more on the other side. Warm welcome back to Pitchside Studio. Just saw the Multan Sultans win the toss and elect to bat first against the Quetta Gladiators. Last time we scored the largest ever total in HBL PSL history. And this particular wicket, how does it fare today? Well, Waqar Younis is out in the middle alongside Mike Hazeman.
It is 41 degrees Celsius right now. Now, understand that is also in the shade. So in the sun, it's an absolute scorcher. There's going to be a little bit of testing for the players out here, and there's no breeze whatsoever to cool them down. Yesterday, this pitch, 237 runs were scored. I want to show 2 shots were played by James Vince yesterday, which just showed, 1, how well he played, but 2, how easy it was to play on the surface once you're in. That was just a terrific pull shot for 6. 2 balls later, magnificent cover drive for 4, and it was quite extraordinary. So we've moved from pitch number 7, which is this one. I understand the bowler said, right, we're not playing today. We're on strike. We don't want to bowl in this one at all. They've put it to sleep, right? So that's to sleep. Well, what we're doing now is moving over to this one, to pitch number 9. But I've got further bad news to the bowlers for this one, because the last time this was used batting first, 237 there batting first, 263 batting first on this surface. So it's going to be tougher again for the bowlers on this track. And also the boundary is 65 metres all the way around, so that's not a big boundary. And we saw that white ball fly yesterday, all over the place, of course. 52 runs off the last 2 overs. Now, I've got someone I need to chat to about bowling on this surface. Waqar, you've got to tell me how the bowlers can actually try and stop or just control things a little bit more on this sort of track.
First of all,
and
Mike,
good luck with that.
Yeah, first of all, Mike Hazeman, let me tell you, even this afternoon or this evening, once the games will finish, they will say, put this pitch also into bed, because this is going to be another belter. It's a nightmare for the fast bowlers. It is hard. You know, the only way you can survive maybe for both spinners and the pacers, just stick to those the stumps. Stay inside the line of the stumps. Give yourself some chance to just survive in that. And also when it comes to sort of right at the end or the later part of the game, use those blue lines, you know, with those wide lines, you know, to just bowl one side of the pitch and make sure, ask your skipper to give you a field which is one side, not all around. Because all around means trouble, which we saw last night. You were a man that didn't worry too much about slowing down your pace at all in any sense. What about the bowlers here? Change of pace on this surface? T20 cricket is all about variations, and I think all these bowlers, they believe in that, and I have no issues with that. You know, the batters have changed. They go deep in the crease and they look for those big shots, and I like that. But I think your main strength or your main weapon should stay there. If you space, stick to that. But only thing is, make sure you hit the length right.
Is it a road?
It's M2, better than a road.
Righto. It's going to be tough for the bowlers again. Good luck, bowlers. Good luck.
Good luck indeed. It looks like an absolute road once again. Alistair Cook, what have you got to do as a bowler? My goodness, in this kind of a heat as well, they've got a monumental task today.
Yeah, they have. I'm not actually worried about the bowlers, but I retired a couple of years ago and not once thought I want to have a bat. I want to go and find some pads and a bat. That is an absolute road.
He's out of retirement.
I'd love to have to go. You just saw last night how easy it was to find the boundary. If you picked the right shot with control, didn't need any power, the ball came on beautifully. Get me out there.
A certain man that will be looking forward to batting out there as well is Hassan Nawaz. He got 100 red on the last innings here on this wicket, Guffey. Got great memories of this. What can he do today, the young man?
He'll want to do the same sorts of things. I mean, he was brilliant the other night. Riley smacked it round at the start, and they produced a great partnership, which then allowed him to just get into his work, and then he really took advantage of the last 5 or 6 overs when Riley got out. And it was just brutal, wasn't it? I mean, he just took them down. He hit them to all parts, missed out on the second last ball, but managed to get enough bat on it to get over short fine leg to bring it up on the last ball.
All right, time for a quick expert prediction before we go. Alistair Cook.
Multan, because 7 sides winning the toss, batted first, going 7 out. It's going to be 8.
Well, I'm going Quetta. I think their batting's too strong.
Our expert predictions right there. All right, that's it. Our last look at the Multan Sultans today up against Quetta Gladiators. Ball one is coming on the other side of this very short break. Do stick with us. Going to be plenty to play for here on Super Sunday.